Hello student, good morning. Today we will start the general characters and outline classification of Amphibia. Class Amphibia, phylum vertebrates. The class Amphibia includes animals that partly live on land, partly in fresh water. The amphibians are the first chordates that lived out of water way back in the Carboniferous. Some 275 to 225 million years ago. The name amphibians was given to group by Linnaeus. The group includes such familiar animals as the frog and towards the newts and salamanders, and tropical burrowing legless amphibians. This is the smallest class of the vertebrate, having nearly 2500 species as compared to 6000 species of reptiles and more than 45,000 species of bony fishes only. The amphibians occupy an intermediate place between the fish and reptiles. They have descended from fish-like ancestors on the one hand and are themselves ancestors of reptiles that have given rise to birds and mammals. First vertebrates which made transition from aquatic to terrestrial life. Therefore, in both the structure and functions, amphibian stands between the fishes and reptiles, being the first group among the chordates to live outside water. Several new features of terrestrial life also developed in amphibians: organs of locomotion and protection against desiccation are characteristics. Limbs are pentadactyl or five-digited or hand type, characteristic of terrestrial vertebrates. Tetrapods, that is, two pairs of limbs, are found for walking or swimming. However, in caecilians, limbs are absent. In Siren, hind limbs are lacking. Unappeared fins are without fins rays. There are no scale of any other type of exoskeleton in the modern amphibians, except in Apoda, where minute dermal scales are found embedded in the skin in extinct form, and armor of bony plates was found. This skin is generally glandular and moist for respiration. The body temperature is variable, that is 5 kilotherms. Nostrils are paired and are connected with the mouth cavity. Eyes are provided with movable eyelids. Tympanum, if found externally. In toads and frogs, skeleton is large and bony. Skull is provided with two occiput condyles, ribs, if present, not attached to the sternum. Teeth of the modern amphibians are small and inconspicuous. Heart is 3 chambered, having two auricles, ventricles and conus arteriosus. Red blood cells are nucleated and oval. Respiration is by gills, lungs, skin or the buccal cavity, separately or in combinating visceral arches of the larva. Possesses gills which may be retained throughout life through in the adult lungs functional. Renal portal and hepatic portal systems are well developed. Kindly is mesonephros and the urinary ducts open into the cloaca, into which the ducts from the reproductive organs also open. The urinary bladder growing out from the hind region of the gut is also present. Brain is provided with 10 pairs of the cranial nerves. Ova are small, numerous, usually pigmented with yolk towards one poles. Fertilization is external or internal, mostly oviparous. Eggs are with some yolk and enclosed in a gelatinous covering. Cleavage is holoblastic but unequal. Usually there is metamorphosis. Embryonic membranes are absent, found from the Devonian to recent. About 2,500 living species and 4 living genera and found. Outline classification of Amphibia. The Amphibia includes the living salamanders, the toads and frogs, the limeless Sicilian and various fossils form of Carboniferous and Permian time. About 2,500 living species are known. They are divided into 4 orders. Urodela, chordata, scaleless amphibia with a well-developed tail which assists in the progression of the animals. The eyes are small, sometimes functionless and without lids except in Salamanderidae. Tympanic membrane and tympanic cavity are not developed. Vertebral column long and vertebrae are opisthocoelous. These are usually oviparous and mostly aquatic. Protida. The urodela, in which the body is depressed and the tail provided with a fin. The larval gills persist throughout life in the form of the 3 plum-like appendages on either side. No eyelids are present. Lungs present. They are permanently aquatic. Nectarous family Proteidae, water newt or mud supply puppy. It is 12 or 17 inches long, rusty brown amphibians with blackish spot having 2 gills openings, eyelids absent for and hind limbs present, fingers and toes, fork trunk elongated and is separated by a light construction from a depressed head, and possess insensible into the compressed tail, which is bordered by continuous guarded by females, North America. Bordered by continuous median fin rays. Eggs laid in nest attached individually by jelly stalk to submerged stones are guarded by females, North America. Proteins with 3 fingers and 2 toes, eye hidden beneath the skin, tail provided with the caudal fin supported by the fin rays. Rest as in Nectarus inhabits the Carnula subterranean water, America. Mutabilia. Protida. Proteans. Second number, Mutabilia. True salamander larval gills disappear in the adult, lungs present, and the skull is with paired omers. There are several families. Example of a few are given below. Amphibia family, Ambistomidae. Body eel-like, gill opening, 2 pairs branchial arc, 4 maxillary bones present, both the jaws bear teeth, 2 pairs of very small and functionless limb with 2 or 3 digits occurs in the swamps and muddy water of North America. Amblystoma family, Ambistomidae. With a series of palatal teeth in nearly straight transverse line toes. 5 shows phenomenon of pedogenesis, that is, larva becomes sexually mature and reproduces. Rest as in Amphibia, North and Central America. Order second, Anura. The frog and toads form natural groups of Amphibia characteristic by short tail, less bodies and long legs. All are scaleless with large depressed head and wide mouth. Eyelids are well developed and nictitating membrane is present. Tympanic membrane large and sometimes connected beneath the skin. Example, Buffo family, Buffonidae. Toad's teeth absent, tympanum usually distinct, fangs more or less webbed, tips dilated into small discs, skin convert with the gollywarts. Hyla family, Ranidae. Tree frogs, upper jaws with teeth, terminal phalanges claws shaped and swollen at the base of carry adhesive cushions with which these animals climbs trees. Tympanic membrane large. Rana pipens. Order third, Mantis. The Urodela with slender elongated body without eyelids or limbs, gill presses, jaws are provided with horny covering. Fertilization probably takes place outside. They are strictly aquatic, Southeast United States of America. Order fourth, Gymnophuna or Apoda. Vermiform Amphibia without limbs, girdles, tail very small or about with numerous small scales embedded in the skin arranged in transverse rows, eyes, small functions less and covered by the skin, tympanum and tympanic cavity absent. Burrow in the surface soil in the damp places near streams. Central and South America, Equatorial Africa, India and Malaya archipelago. Example is Ichthyophic glutinosa. Okay, thank you.